when you hear what I've got to say, I'm sure you won't be able to turn your head away.
Alright, we back with another episode of The Concrete. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to all the episodes. We back with another special episode, episode 27. We here with the guy, the engineer, man, MixedByKey, man. I just wanted to sit down with him and just like listen to his journey and figure out like where he going next with it. So if I didn't introduce you well enough, like let the people know who you are, man.
MixedByKey. People know me as Keon. They call me Key. And I appreciate you for the introduction. Shout out to you for doing your thing. Yeah, that's who I am. MixedByKey.
Okay.
We here.
Alright, so I wanted to do this interview because I wanted to give like a little different aspect of music. Like I did the rappers, I did the producers, I do people like that. But also people don't know how important the engineer is.
Right.
So I always like to start off the episode with an icebreaker. This icebreaker is a little bit different, but it's gonna be hard for you. Alright, so you're an engineer, so that means you're a music head, you got a nice ear.
Right. I was a rapper first though.
Okay.
I was rapping first, you feel me? Then I started engineering.
Okay, we're gonna get into that though. We're gonna get into that. Alright. So if you could work on any rap album of all time, what album would you want to be a part of?
Like one?
Yeah, just one. Like one that sticks out to you, or like you feel me, you grew up on it, just like, yo, if I was into music at this time, this is the type vibe I'd have been on, or I should have been a part of this.
I want to say the Carter 2. Like, I remember when it first came out, my mom had brought that. She brought that and another CD, I think it was like Chris Brown's joint.
Okay.
But the Carter 2, like, we used to just ride around, bump that joint, like.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a different time, like, that was like prime time mixtape Wayne, but like, they wasn't really digging his albums type shit. Like,
Right. But that was one of those ones that was like, all right, well, this joint actually, all right.
Like, that's my favorite. Like, I ain't saying that's his best one, but like, that's my favorite personally. You feel me? Like,
Right.
Like, that's the one.
Okay. That's definitely a tough joint. I definitely see why you want to be a part of that. That was a pivotal moment in Wayne's career, Carter too. All right, so as far as like growing up and your upbringing, like, were you family oriented? Tell us a little bit about that.
I'm very family oriented. Like you already know, SSShawn. That's my folks. Like, we basically like, I ain't gonna say we started this together, but like we put the things in motion for shit to be right here.
Right.
Like we came up with the name, and then Folk Smart came into the picture. Like,
right.
Let's see what he doing. I like what he doing. I always been behind him. You feel me? But like, like it was different. Like, you know how like a lot of people bring homies to the studio.
Right.
I was the homie. You feel me? But I felt like I really don't want to be no rapper.
Right.
Like, how can I help? But like, how can we all monetize off this?
Right.
You know, like,
that's smart. Especially in this game. Just like you said, it's a lot of people standing around. Like, you filled in. Like, you filled were somewhere. Like, all right, how can I make myself an asset here?
And then it's like, at that time when we first started, it was like everything was a dream. It's like, yeah, we want to wear chains, we want to get the flyest cars, we want to be in this place and that place. But most importantly, we always wanted to get the work done. Like, and I think that's where folks came in, and it really was like, all right, you feel me? These boys really serious. They want to
actually do something
with this shit. You feel me? That's how we got to where we at right now.
Definitely. And as far as your family, like, is it somebody in your family that you look up to as far as like, I like, as far as music, like, what makes you get into music? Just like you said, you rap first, but like, is it somebody close to you, or is it somebody like who gave you that inspiration to just like switch to that lane and really take it serious?
Nobody really gave me that inspiration. I feel like it was just something I picked up on. Like,
okay.
Something I had to groom myself to like. You feel me? I wasn't really the person that be in a session with 100 people. Like, don't get exaggerated, but like 10, 20 people. Like, I was the first one to be like, wow, this guy, he ain't doing
nothing.
Like, why did he sleep? All he do is sleep.
right.
Sleep. Like, I had to groom myself like into not being so judgmental
Right.
towards other people's music or people's music in general, because it's something for everybody.
Right.
I mean, like, and I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. But as far as like the influence with somebody in my family, I ain't really had nobody
that really inspired.
That really was like into music.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Like, everybody.
So it was just like an organic thing for you, basically. Like it was just like, all right, one day you in there, all right, it's kind of interesting. But as you kept going, it was just like more stuff that was interesting to you.
And like you look in the mirror, you believe yourself. You say like, I can do this shit. Like,
right.
I can do anything I put my mind to. Like,
right.
Like,
definitely.
That's just how it happened for me. It wasn't like it ain't nothing personal to nobody else. I just didn't grow up around music. I grew up doing other stuff.
And you bring the love for it. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, like.
All right, so as far as like your dreams growing up, what was your dreams then? If it wasn't music, what was it, man? Let us know, man.
I wanted to play baseball.
Okay.
That was my dream. I guess like a real dream. Like I still feel like I can achieve that if I got the right opportunity.
Okay.
Got in the weight room.
Got yourself together.
Like I ain't conditioned for that now. Like
right.
I'm like an old man. All I do is sit at the computer.
Right. But that's how it usually is though. Like we all come for something. Like this not what I wanted to do. I never thought in a million years I'd be doing something like this. And you probably never thought you would be an engineer, but you feel me? This what life take it sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
So as far as like school, like growing up in Philly, like what schools did you go to as far as that? Like
school, I grew up in Southwest. I'm from North Abbottsford Projects, but I grew up mostly in Southwest. I went to Pepper Middle School. Then I graduated there. I went to Perchard. No, I went to Bartram.
Okay, with the Bartram.
For my freshman year, and then I went transferred to Perchard.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Okay.
And then I graduated. I did half a semester at college, East Stroudsburg University.
Okay.
Like I only did a half a semester, but it was still like a good experience as far as like life. You know what I mean? Like you learn like how to be on your own. You learn what's for you, what's not for you. Like
right.
Like that was different.
So as far as like college not for everybody, but just to go and get that experience, especially like being where we from. I know like college. Yeah, I always thought I could do it and stuff like that. It never was that, but being where we from, college like really something. Like
I think we put it on a pedestal because of like how it's portrayed to us. Like you need to go to college,
right? But once you go there, I think you gain a little bit of respect for it. Like
for people who actually do it. Listen, I respect you. Like
it's a little bit different when you get there. Like all right. I see why people might put it on a pedestal a little bit, but if you get through it, it's just like you do a little bit different. Yeah. So I definitely feel that.
It was different. I mean, and I ain't finished, but it wasn't because I couldn't. It was like family problems.
Mm-hmm.
Because my brother passed away, and like that shit really hit me hard.
Yeah.
Like I gotta be home.
Yeah, you gotta do different stuff
for my family. You feel me? Like that was something we ain't never experienced before. Like
right, and that's definitely how you gotta do stuff like that. That's life.
Right.
So as far as like your first job, man, what was your first real job? Because you said like
so just to piggyback off that, come home from school, my folks, his girlfriend put me on to this cleaning job.
Mm-hmm.
I started doing that or whatever. I mean, it was alright. It was the first job, so I took it for what it was. You feel me? I wasn't expecting to get paid all crazy. You feel me? Like I was a dropout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just took the opportunity for what it was.
Right.
I ain't take it for granted.
Right.
From there, I ran into some people, and I ended up getting hired at Chipotle.
Okay.
And doing Chipotle, and then it was funny. Around that time, me and Sean, we started working at UPS. Right after that, together.
Oh yeah, y'all was growing
up. So I was doing Chipotle, then I was doing UPS at night. You feel me? Like it was like a grind. Like he was like on the same type grind. He had a hotel job in the beginning of the day, and then at night we had UPS.
Same
job. That shit out. Like
it
just made sense. I was like,
and it probably made it better because you with him. It's just like, all right, I could actually do it, make it a little bit better. We both knocking it out together.
Man, even though he wasn't on the same side, but it was just like, all right, we getting money. We doing what we need to do.
And we out the way. That's all that matters.
And then from there, I went to a nursing home. Again, me and Sean get a nursing home together. You know, your man get you in. It's like, all right, yeah, my name good. I ain't about to fuck his name up.
Right.
Or make sure his name good, or make sure my name good.
Right.
And then from the nursing home, I got here. Like, that's when the pandemic hit. I was just like, pandemic hit, you know, everything got crazy. You ain't know what.
Yeah,
I
what
was
was
crazy
next?
safe. Like I'd rather be broken at home than dead.
Right.
Because I was arrogant and went to work.
Right.
You feel me? And nobody knew what was up with that shit.
Yeah, anybody know what was going on. It was definitely a scary moment.
It was so what I did was I just locked myself in here.
Oh,
Literally, like I was going home, coming here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, coming here, going home. I thought,
Right.
That was just my routine. Like, so I got better.
Okay.
Boom, recording myself. Like I wasn't really like coming in and trying to record somebody else at first. Like,
Yeah. So how did that go? Because you said you rap first. So like,
so
what did
like,
that? What made you like? All right, you gotta be a humble guy till you feel me. You know how it is. Like when you start rapping and making music, the rapper, the guy. Everybody want to be the guy.
I think
So what
it
make
all,
you be humble and be like, all right, nah, that may not be me. You feel me?
But like, this how I look at it. I think if all rappers like understand, like, you need these people. Like, you need to know if you don't feel like you need these people, you need to learn how these people do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't just be arrogant and be like, oh, I'm a rapper. I don't need no engineer. I can do this by myself. That's how I looked at it at first. Like, you really don't need these people, but how do you do it?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Let me sit down and try to learn the basics.
Yeah, because what if we don't got him? That's like,
You feel me? Like somebody might we might go on a trip one day and the engineer might not show up. Who else can hurry up? Just push the button.
right,
You feel me? Like, but it went a little further than that for me.
Right.
Like,
right.
but that's what I did. Came in here locked in. When I wasn't recording myself, I was recording Sean or my brother.
Okay.
My brother Trey Sean.
Okay.
Also known as Penn Simmons now. That's
Okay.
his artist now.
Okay. He got a John Sean.
Yeah.
Penn Simmons. Okay. So, as far as like Philly, man, Philly a place known for like, you feel me, talented rappers. Like, you feel me? Like, I actually think like Philly one of those places in the rap game to where everybody know, like, if you a spitter from Philly, you're gonna get that respect. So who you think is your top 5 all time, man? You're an engineer, so you know music. And it don't gotta be off no, like, it's just
It's my top 5.
Yeah, it's
like,
music, like whoever you like. It could be any type music around here, but who you like, who you listening to, top 5 in Philly.
Let's see. I'm gonna get it right off the bat. Meek Mill, obviously. I grew up. I was a part of that when he got popping and all that.
Right.
Etc. What you want to say? Lee, Quilly, like between them two, those was probably the most two I was listening to, like from Philly
At that time.
like growing up. I like a lot of underground people that a lot of people might not know about. Like this guy from West Philly named Santos. I listened to a lot of his. I related to a lot of what he was going through as far as
His music and stuff like that.
I got some people that I record that I listen to, but they stuff not out yet.
Okay.
Shout out to Diondanyriee. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Let me make sure I say that right. She's somebody that I feel like if she really take it serious, she'll be somebody like.
She rap or she sing?
She do both.
Okay. She tough.
Like the new sound, you know, the melodic rap.
Right.
Like I say, number 5. Beans.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, you're right.
You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Beans. So I definitely feel that.
And then when you get in your rap bag, you know, like growing up, you ride around. If your pop was in your life or your old head, your uncle or whatever, they listening to Beans or they listening to some type of old head street rap like Jada Kiss and shit like that.
Right. And it's crazy, like you. So the girl that you mentioned, it's crazy you mentioned them with the people. So you actually like I know you work with a lot of people, with engineer for a lot of people, but so you could have said anybody, but I know for a fact because you said her, like you. That's one John, like you kind of shocked you even like her music, kind of a little bit, like.
Yeah, because when she first came to record with me, she like, yeah, this is my first time. And it's like, yeah, you hear people say that, you be like, you can tell right off the back, oh, I understand it's the first time. But she went right in and did that shit, like she been doing this shit.
So it shocked you, like, hold up, yeah.
You ain't doing this shit. When you been doing this shit, you ain't just start like.
Right.
But then she explained to me like, yeah, I got a boombox in my room, whatever.
You probably like a boombox.
Hey, whatever works. You feel me? Like,
yeah, but just to hear that, like a boombox.
Listen,
that's how you creating this? Okay.
Listen, whatever works.
Right.
Like the way the vibe was there. Like there wasn't no weird shit or nothing like that. Like it just all worked out. Like and the music was just different.
Okay.
It's different.
So as far as the opportunity to work with one team, one dream, like I know how it came together, but like how did it come together? Because like one thing I know, I say all the time, like with anything, when you got a goal and you need people around you like y'all all have to have a common goal, all have to be on the same page, all move as a team, all move as one, no egos. Everybody gotta know what's going on. So how do y'all make it work and how did it come together?
Alright, so how it came together, like I said, Shawn came to me and was like, yo, I want to rap. I'm like, alright.
Okay.
Well, rap, motherfucker. That's what you want to do. You feel me? Like, I'm right here behind you.
Right.
But like, alright, so we came up with the name in my grandma's kitchen. And what's his name? What's his name again? Broski.
No,
Deron. He was doing tattoos at the time. He drew the logo.
Oh, okay.
Then Mark came in the picture, and then they revived the logo, and like it was never no egos involved. We want the same thing. We wanna make it out of it. Like there ain't no, oh it's him and no, bro. Shawn understand like he'll rap a line. And then he'll come out and ask me like, yo, how you feel about it? You think I should really keep on? You feel me? Like he won't be like, oh no, I'm gonna just do this doing my way. Like I don't give a fuck how you. I feel like that's the most important part about all of us. We not just
afraid of
stubborn like that.
Yeah, afraid of criticism.
Yeah, and we take constructive criticism from each other very well. You feel me? Like, oh yeah, I'm bugging. Oh yeah, bam. Let me snap back into it. Oh,
yeah.
Like it don't be no egos involved. Like there's no point to it. We ain't grow up like that. We wasn't raised like that.
Right. And that's tough. Like. Even for the far as y'all came right now, like, and I feel like y'all got to this point, so the limit is like the sky's the limit.
At this point, the only thing stopping us is us.
Right. Because y'all like in the right direction already, like own studio, y'all working. You feel me? And you don't only work with y'all artists, y'all work with everybody. So that's good.
Right.
So as far as the artists that you work with in Philly, who you working with, man? I know you work with Shawn. Like, who else you working with in Philly, man?
I guess I'll say the name they went there. I work with D30, you know, to shake that shit.
Yeah. He hot right now.
He actually from my projects.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
We're from the same hood. Who else? I work with Young K. I work with MookieMook all the time. You know, he a part of the team. Baby Qua, I like him a lot. Me and him, like, I started working with him when I first started, but he drifted off into his own direction, which is cool. You feel me? I always encourage people like, bro, you don't gotta just work with me. You feel me? Like, the point of this job is to get in and network with other people. That's how you stay budget.
That's how you make the best music. You gotta work with people. Like,
how you gonna get ideas, different ideas, if you keep doing the same shit?
Right.
You feel me? Like, but if it ain't broke, don't break it.
Right.
Like, but that's not always the case.
Right. Definitely feel that.
What was that for?
Yeah, I think so. Or 3.
Who else had I worked with? Yeah.
Oh, you said the girl. You said the girl already, but you already said her name before.
Oh yeah, Dion.
Yeah.
Who else had I worked with? Philly.
You can say anybody. It don't gotta be. You don't just gotta be.
Shout out to 7th Street, the whole 7th Street.
Okay.
My fault. Shout out to the whole 7th Street. They're my boys.
Okay. So they show you love. You work with them.
They show me love. I show them love right back.
As you should.
Shout out to them. Shout out to my boy Hefe. Shout out to anybody who record with me. I ain't gonna sit here and be like, say everybody's names and then I leave out somebody.
They know
it's
be like,
no,
it's cool. They know what's up, man.
Shout out to anybody that support me. You feel me? Like, shout out to anybody that support me. Everybody.
Right. So, man, tell me about a time, like, one thing I know is starting something new is difficult. One thing, starting something new, you're gonna learn something about yourself. Starting something new, something that you never knew, and it's gonna wow you. It's either gonna wow you or be like, damn, how I go out like that. So tell me about a time that it was just like, yo, man, like you felt uncomfortable. You didn't know what you was gonna do. Like, this something new. Like when you was like, maybe this not it. Like with that type joint. Cause I know you. You were like, damn, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. So I'm like, what you ain't never had that chat? Like, not even you. Like, that one time that was like, you just like...
I don't know. I was never like, you know how when you go into a new neighborhood, you gotta meet new friends?
Yeah.
I was never nervous or scared about that.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, the way my mom raised me, we was always like speaking to strangers, quote unquote, like
right,
or like helping strangers. You feel me? Like, so it was like I always took something from that. Like, just don't be afraid to talk to somebody,
right?
Because a closed mouth don't get fed, and if you don't speak up, how they gonna hear you?
Right. So you feel like you never really was uncomfortable because you're not afraid to like, yo, if something you don't know or something, you're not afraid to listen to somebody and learn or something like that.
Facts, and I'm not afraid to be me. You feel me? And I know who I am.
Right.
I feel like a lot of people be confused about who they are or who they want to be.
Right. So from that's what you would say you learn from that. Like, you'll really learn who you really are. Like,
right. Like, and as far as like, I didn't really have a situation, but when I first started like recording, like, it was like, yeah, these people in the room, but that's motivation. It started to become motivation for me. Like, all right, it's more people I can show off for.
Right.
I can show them like, all right, yeah.
They can see I'm actually on.
I'm where I need to be. Like, I'm like this where y'all need to be. Like,
right.
Yeah, he hot. Like,
right.
I need everybody to be in here. Like, oh yeah, I need to come record with him if I ever need somebody.
Right.
Or send people my way. I mean, that's really how things happen for me.
Right. And I feel like just like anything, even like how rappers and artists, producers, like they just like engineers. I think y'all feed off of people around y'all too. When you say that, like y'all feed, like I would say you feed off of it, but you gonna know if something ain't right when you look back and motherfucker ain't bobbing his head the right way. Or
and this why I be telling artists, like, just do you. Like, don't be too worried about what's going on out there.
Right.
That's how I was at first. Even before I started engineering, like, I be in showing sessions with certain people, like, why here, but I can't be like that.
Yeah. Because that's part of the creative process.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just had to learn. Like, I used to ask myself, like, yo, why is he in there? Why?
It's something he do though that you don't nobody know, but it's something he brings to the table that nobody
just by sitting next to somebody might give you a certain idea, so I ain't mad. Right. I had to learn that. Right. Like, that's what it is.
Okay. So, all right. When do you feel like you was all right? You said you was never uncomfortable, but when did you feel like I actually this easy? Like, I got it now. Like, it's a wrap. Like, when did you feel like that? Like, the most confident with this?
When did I start? When did I feel like that?
It's cool if you ain't get there yet.
After this song that me and the girl that I mentioned did, it's called Lifestyle. After I did that song and I heard it, I'm just like, I did this with a mic and a computer. Like, it wasn't. I wasn't in here at the time. I was in a different room.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it was like how it sounded and how it all came together. It was just like, all right.
It was a good sound. It was like, it's this one of them sounds that like.
And like, when I be letting people hear the song, they be like, damn, who this?
Okay.
Like, they say who this every time. Like, I be like, all right, bet.
Okay, that'll definitely give you the confidence, especially in that lane where you was like, you probably never even thought you was gonna even drift into the R&B melodic type. You ever think you was gonna really be like?
I ain't.
I
was let's say I was like I don't want to say a conscious rapper, but I was like, I know how to make it make sense, but also for the people that didn't understand the conscious rap.
Right.
You feel me? Like,
I get what you're saying.
And to piggyback off of, let me not be lying. I was uncomfortable one time. All right, I'm gonna be honest, and it was when my son was born.
Okay.
Like, just like the first time holding him, like it was uncomfortable, but then it was like it settled in like instantly. Like,
okay, so that's when you say that. All right, so everything else sweet. That was the most.
But like, I feel like I was really like more so scared. Like, oh, my first time holding him, I don't cry
or something like that. Yeah.
He might cry or something. Like, it was just a thousand things. Man. But then I just had woke up, like it just had happened. Like oh, he coming. I'm like, oh, he out. Like, damn, like he just came right out. Like,
definitely, I feel that. So
I just wanted to piggyback off that. Like, I just couldn't think of it at the time.
Okay, you're straight. So as far as like an artist you want to collab with, so all right, I'm gonna go like this: pick a artist and a producer that you will want to work with. No, but you gonna be wait. Let me finish. You gonna be the engineer. That's what I'm saying.
That's cool, but it's also
you want another one. You do.
It's better to work with other engineers. I don't think people understand that part either.
All right, I'm gonna let you have that. You come and changing the shit up. All right, whatever. All right. So you, another engineer, a producer, and a rapper. You gotta pick them. Like in the game, like if I don't know about them, just pick them. Like who would your dream team be if you think like, yo, we can go in here and knock out a crazy album?
I say for the engineer, I'm stuck. But I'm gonna go with 40. That's Drake engineer.
Okay. What you like about 40?
Just how him and Drake just maintained their relationship through all the years, like. And how Drake already knew from the start, like, I need 40. You feel me? Like, he told Wayne, I need 40. They flew that boy from Canada and they made it happen.
Had that sound, yeah.
Like, it wouldn't be no Drake without him.
Right, definitely. That's fact.
Like, I feel like him, Drake, and producer. Give me a Pharrell.
Pharrell?
Yeah, give me a Pharrell.
So you saying the rapper is Drake?
Yeah. Rapper is Drake.
Yeah, I can see what that's doing. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
40 is the engineer one with me.
Yeah, that'd probably be crazy. Y'all probably definitely put something together. That'd definitely be crazy. I could definitely see that happen. Alright, so as far as...
Put me off guard with that one too. I ain't gonna lie. I like, you sent me the questions, but I ain't get all that there. I'm like, I need to just be...
Okay. So as far as... What can I say? As far as like, you and your music, what you got next? Like, what you got planned for the future? Like, I know what One Team, One Dream doing. Like, I know that y'all all got y'all goal, what y'all trying to do. But like, what do you have planned with the music?
Stay relevant, consistent. A very well-known engineer, MixedByKey Rugged, gave me the best advice I ever heard in my life.
What did he say to you?
Show up.
Just show up.
Be consistent. Like, they ain't.
That's simple sometimes.
If somebody who been doing what you've been doing for 20 years tell you something like that, how you gonna take it? Mm-hmm. It's like it ain't rocket science.
Right.
He's telling you to show up. That's all.
Right. Just be available.
The most consistent.
Right.
Like I heard that. Took that shit and ran with it. I've been turned up ever since.
As you should.
Like, shout out to Ruggy. Shout out to him. He really set the way for a lot of people.
Okay. Definitely. His name big around here. Definitely. Especially in the music scene.
And he helped a lot of people.
Right. So
outside of engineering, like people don't get like engineering. We plug in a lot of people with other rappers with other people. You know, like,
Right. Yeah. Definitely that connection because y'all the person that like you work with everybody, so you'll know like if a rapper sound good with somebody else or sound like.
And you could tell rappers. I ain't trying to put nobody down or nothing, but like most of the rappers, you can tell them that, and they just be like,
like you don't know what you're talking about.
Basically, like, I hear you,
right?
But I don't really understand. And then they'd be afraid to not say like I don't understand.
Right.
It's like,
or I'm just uncomfortable.
Basically, like that's the vibe I be getting a lot. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like I'm more vocal than most engineers. Like.
Right, because a lot of engineers not like you. They ain't gonna say nothing. They gonna just chill.
But it's like, bro, if you don't know what the fuck they trying to do, how you gonna do your job?
Right.
If I don't know what they trying to do, how I'm going
to do what you gotta do the best.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, help me help you.
Right. Mm-hmm. So as far as like you know, like around in this area, music is big. It's a lot of kids with passion for music out here.
Kids got the ball right now.
Right.
Like,
so
they just gotta put the guns down.
Right. Yeah, that too. Definitely.
They don't. As a matter of fact, they don't got the ball. They got the guns.
Right. Yeah. Definitely gotta figure it out. But as far as like the kids that do want to do music and try and get on that path of doing music and doing the right thing, like how important would you tell them an engineer is? Because a lot of the kids like they want to be producers. They want to be rappers, they want to be like girls want to be like anything, like you get what I'm saying, but they not understanding like the engineer like he get just as much money as everybody.
To you want to be honest, I probably get more money.
Yeah.
But that's another story.
Yeah, you feel me?
To anybody that want to do engineering, anything period, is the simple thing that you got to do is just get up and do it. Like it's really there's no right way for anybody. Like what he doing might not work for me, or how he did it might not work for me. Like, just get up and do something that contribute to your dream or whatever you chasing.
Right.
It's plain and simple.
Right.
Like you don't gotta be rich and famous or you don't gotta be famous to be a successful rapper or a successful engineer.
Right.
You don't gotta be a famous podcaster to get sponsors.
Right.
$1 million sponsors. You don't gotta. You mean?
Right.
You just gotta open your mind and just do it.
Right.
It's just that simple. Like,
definitely.
That's how I feel. You know, and I hope everybody else can look at it like that. You know, like, or do look at it like that. I'm not saying nobody don't look at it like that.
They definitely gonna look at it like that after this show, though, because you feel me, gave them some game. Like, it's not as hard as everybody think it is. Like, it's the hardest thing to do is just get up and do it.
Yeah, it's like
most of the time.
People treat their dreams like people treat the gym.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, when that New Year start, this is my New Year resolution. I'm gonna go to the gym.
Right.
Go to the gym for a week and then you back saying the same thing in December.
Right. You gotta stay consistent with everything. Everything.
You just gotta get up every day. Like, nobody said it was gonna be easy. Nobody said it was gonna be ice cream and cakes.
Right.
Like,
Definitely.
That's why you should never look at somebody's situation and be like, that's how I want to be. You don't know what they had to do to get there.
Right.
You don't know what happened.
Right. But I feel like, you feel me, you gave them what they, like, it's nothing more, like, I guess, more positive than that to tell to somebody, like, just do it. Like, don't waste your time and stuff like that. So, this is episode 27 of The Concrete. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate having my guy.
Shout out to Malcolm, man.
You already know, man.
Shout out to Malcolm. Listen, he was around. He started before everybody else started this podcast stuff. So you better watch and learn.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
Keep going, bro. Good luck.
You already know.
For real.
So
shout out to the camera guy too.
Yeah. Shout out to my guy.
Yeah, so the camera guys no love. You see what I'm saying? People behind the scene don't get no love.
Right.
You gotta make sure people get their credits.
Right. So keep tuning into The Concrete. Keep subscribing. Keep commenting, man. And man, check my man Key out, man.
MixedByKey, baby, on all platforms.
How you like that, Joe?